Hello everyone, my name is AN TRAN, Peter, and my partner is Mui Tran. This video is our final project for a course named ICT at the University of Windsor, and our instructor is Dr. Zhang. In this video, we are going to show you some ways to make your slideshows more impressive. So basically, we are going to go through three contents. Firstly, how to apply slide zoom. Secondly, how to use Morph Effect. And at the end of the video, we are going to show you some tips to make the presentation more attractive. These tips are made on Microsoft PowerPoint 2019 copyrighted, which means that if you try to apply these tips on some other websites like Canva or something else right there, it might not work. So first thing first, let's get to slide zoom. What is slide zoom? I'm going to show you a demo first, and then I'm going to instruct you step by step on how to do it. So usually, when you run a slideshow, you move from one slide to another slide like this. You can apply different effects. So basically, you are moving from slide 1 to slide 2, slide 2 to slide 3, slide 3 to slide 4, etc. But with slide zoom effect, it gives you another option. So here is slide zoom effect. This is slide number 3, for example, and if I click on that, it will go to slide number 4. But now that I don't want to go to slide number 4, I want to go to slide number 10, slide number 15, 20, something like that. I'll go to the corner. I click onto that, and there you go. It moves you directly to the position you want on your presentation. And I'll do it again right here. Click onto this, and that is slide zoom effect. So how do we do that? Let's come back. So, okay, I'll do it right here. So this is one slide. Let's say this is slide number 4. Usually, when you click on that on your presentation, it will lead you to slide number 5. But now I want to make it to another slide. So how do we do that? Firstly, you go to Insert. From Insert, you look for Zoom. You click on that, then you see Slide Zoom. And from here, you see a box that includes all the slides in your presentation. If you want to, whichever slide you want, you click onto that. For example, I want to go to slide number 11, for example. I just tick the checkbox, and then I insert it. Now on the screen, you see this. This is basically like a shortcut to slide number 11. You might want to make it smaller. You might want to move it somewhere, anywhere in this slideshow that you don't want it to cover too much. So for example, I move it here. And now basically, you can move from slide number 4. Instead of going to slide number 5, you can go directly to slide number 11. Let me show you. That's it. This is slide number 4. If I click on that, it goes to number 5. Let's come back. You don't click on the slide. You click on the corner with this shortcut. And there you go. It takes you to slide number 11. Easy peasy, right? So that's it about slide zoom effect. Now another effect that I'm going to show you in this video is Morph Effect. So what is Morph Effect? Again, I'm going to show you the demo first, and then I'm gonna give you the instructions step by step on how to do it. So let's come here. I'll start from slide number 6. Okay, I slide zoom to the next slide. This is about Hanoi and Sapa. Okay, from here you can see the transition will be different. It will be like, instead of moving, it will be like this. There you go. Let's keep on some other example. From this slide, I move to the next slide. Yeah, all these symbols also. Sorry, previously I intended to make it an example, so I'm going to work on that, and you can see the difference later on. So here I have some I have some symbols. I have a smiley face and a triangle. I'm going to move to the next slide in a very, very smooth way. Look, there you go. And also, if I want to change these symbols into different symbols, it will be like this. You can see it is so smooth. So this is Morph Effect. So how do we do that? Okay. Let's come back to the slide. Okay, this slide. Now I want to move from this slide to this slide using Morph Effect, and it will make the transition so smooth. How do I do that? Now, firstly, you go to the first slide, right-click on that, go to duplicate slide. So now we have two slides which are exactly similar. Now on the second slide, I want to change the layout a little bit. So maybe I'm going to move the text box to the left and the picture to the right. Also, I want to add some content to this place, to this landscape in Vietnam. So maybe I want to add a text box right here. So I'm going to insert a text box. I can draw a text box here, and I can type anything into this one. Here, because I have the content already, so I will not type it, but to save time, I'll copy and paste it. Here, I paste it right here. Oops, sorry. Copy, and then paste. All right. It can be here, it can be out there, wherever you want. So now, let's try the transition. It will be like this. Okay, so how do I do that? How can I make it that transition? You go to the first slide, you go to Home, Arrange, Selection Pane. Here you see the name of the pane. When you click onto this, it is the picture. You click onto the text box, it is the text. Now you want to make that morph transition, you have to change the name of this pane by click on that one more time, click another time, and then you change the name. Now, here are the important things to do. First thing first, you have to add the 2 exclamation mark to the name of that. 2 exclamation mark. And then the name, whatever you want. For example, ICT. Then I enter. I'm gonna do exactly the same with other pane in this slide and in the next slide. I'm gonna double click on that. I want to change the name. Sorry, 2 only. 2 exclamation mark. Then ICT, enter. I come to the next slide and I do exactly the same. I want to change the text, the name of the pane right here, into 2 exclamation mark, ICT, exactly the same name that I apply on the other slide, enter, and similarly I do exactly the same here. Now they all have the same name. You go to the second, no, not the first one, but the second slide. You go to transition and you need to add Morph Effect. Let's see what happened. So here's the first slide. When you run it, it will be like a picture and a text box. Now you move to the next slide. There you go. The transition is so smooth. The text box will move to the left, the picture to the right, and you can also see a text box right here. Okay. The same, you apply the same for the symbols right here. As you can see on the right, I changed the name of pick 1, pick 2. With the exclamation mark in front of that. So you can make the transition smoothly. Like that. So that's it about the two effects, slide zoom and Morph Effect. You do exactly what I show you and then you get the result. It makes your transition so cool. Now at the last part of this video, I'm going to show you some tips in order to make your presentation more, let's say, professional and attractive. So here are the tips. The first tip, when it comes to presentation, it is to keep it simple. So you might need to use a consistent template. The font set, it should be similar for the titles and similar for the body. And also, you should also use the color that is presentable. People can easily see it. The second tip, it is the 1-6-6 rule. What does it mean by 1-6-6? One idea in a slide, a maximum of 6 bullet points for each idea, and for each bullet point, a maximum of 6 words. Easy like that. The third tips, it is to use high contrast colors, just like what you are seeing here in this slideshow. You use black and white, or maybe sometimes white and red. So it makes the audience easier to see. The fourth tip, it is you can utilize the visuals. You can replace lengthy text with images, graphs, or charts. You know, it makes sense because sometimes a picture, 1,000 words. And last but not least, you should use visual hierarchy. It means just basically use larger font size, minimum from 24 to 28, whatever font size you use, whatever the fonts you use, the size should be around that one. That is in order to make sure the audience who are from far away in the room can see the screen and can see the content, which is the bottom line of a presentation. So that's it. That's all about this video. Thank you for watching.